Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Flying with the Foam. And welcome to, well, I don't even know what to say at this point, because after all, these are both Alpha Strike blasters. I've only talked about one of these back when Aftersalt was a relevant topic. This one right here, though, I don't really know what to say. I guess I'll just talk about this one later on, but... Whoops. Well, anyways, this is what you might call the Optic QS4. But seriously, this is an Alpha Strike blaster right here. Alpha Strike. And you're calling it the Optic? You cannot be serious. I mean, you probably already know about my gripes with the fact that Hasbro has been releasing newer blasters in the last couple of months. But the real big problem that I've been facing with throughout all this time is the fact that they've been giving them names that would normally be associated well with Elite Blasters or Mega Blasters or blasters of any of that sort. But this is an Alpha Strike blaster. Give it an animal name, since you already did it to the first several blasters from the Alpha Strike series when you first launched it. It hasn't even been 2 years since that lineup's been around, but you know what? I got a name for this thing. The Otter. O-T-T-E-R. That is perfectly fine by me. So, anyways, I really gotta be honest about this blaster. This is basically just what you get if you took, well, I just dropped it on the floor, but this is essentially just a copy, a carbon copy of the Fang, which is now on the floor, but, well, a couple differences that I can pretty much spot in this is the fact that, well, it's got some more yellow parts on here. It has a more refined grip, a little bit more satisfying, well, priming rod feel when pulling back, and then of course, it seems to slam a little bit harder because maybe it's got a bit more of a tougher, durable spring onto it. And then of course it has an integrated scope on the top, which I don't know if it's a trend or something that Hasbro's been doing lately, but there have been a few blasters that have had integrated attachments on them that you just can't seem to remove. I don't really blame them though. I guess they're trying to cut some corners around here and there because, after all, these have been some pretty tough times considering what we've all been going through this whole entire time. But anyways, this is the Otter QS4, meaning that there's 4 darts and, well, it has 4 barrels stacked on top of each other. I've certainly seen this before. Barrels stacked on top of each other. It's giving me similar vibes to that of other blasters that I've had in the past year or so. Like the double breach or the crosscut. Maybe I'll talk about that some other time, but the Otter here, I'd say, is little more than just a clone of the Fang QS4. But you know what? I feel like that this one is better in most ways. I guess one other thing I should mention is that this blaster was made exclusive in a much more recent Alpha Strike set, which also came with the so-called Vanguard. I'll probably have to talk about that one as well, but you know what? I'd say this one seems to do a lot better than the Fang QS4, which I'll probably have no choice but to talk a lot about that thing tomorrow. Its grip is a lot better. Its priming certainly feels a lot better than it used to be on the Fang, but let's just see how well I can keep my sanity tomorrow because, well, that's all I gotta say about the Otter. It holds 4 darts, shoots one at a time with a smart AR system of some sort, and of course it's got a lot new detailing on it. A better grip, some more yellow parts, and a scope on top. So, there really ain't much left to say here. So, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.